Awesome. All right. Hold on. I'm just making sure I have everybody coming in. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, welcome to our group call for this week. Thank you all for um, accommodating me with the time change. I appreciate that. Today's session, we're just going to, as always, what's working, what's not working, use the hive mind, support each other. We can talk a little bit about our upcoming retreats. And several of you, we have been working through lots of things individually. So I have some things I want to I'm sure it's going to come out anyways, but I just, we need some time to talk through some stuff and to do some updating. So who wants to go first?
Me. I'll go first.
Let's go.
So, I am struggling because I know who I want to go. I know who my target audience is, so I do have that. But this, what I'm trying to, I don't know. My opt-in is killing me. Like, I just don't know what to provide. I'm all over the place. Like, I created a report. I like the report, but it's not great for an opt-in. Like, I just don't know how to grab people. So yeah, there's that.
Okay, so I think we started talking about this, but no, I know we started talking about it, but my last question, or my most, like the thing that
Yeah,
keeps
you said
coming up
I'm
for me.
confused.
Yeah, but I also want to know what's the first offer we're going for. Is it to sell the strategy session?
um,
Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, because we want to make sure, of course, you want to bring people into your ecosystem so that they know what you do. But once they opt in, that's going to lead to a series of emails that's going to eventually offer them something. So what would that first thing be?
but it's going to be the strategy session, yes.
Okay. And the strategy session is to strategize and for them to work with you, the expert, on how they can produce the
Right,
in-person event.
correct.
Right. So I'm
But
thinking, go ahead.
okay, so my problem is I could get them to the strategy call and talk about that, but how do I get them thinking like, hey, maybe I should do an in-person event? Like, what is the problem I'm solving that trying to solve for those that don't know
Right.
me?
Right. So that's how I was going. So I'm thinking of what are the things that we need to put on their radar? What do they not know already about the ease or the hard part of planning an event? Most of these coaches are just thinking, I have a course, I have a program, I have a mastermind, but not everyone's thinking online event. In
Mm-hmm.
addition to that, in my, conversations over the last month or so, a lot of people are not doing a lot of their online events. Like ClickFunnels decided that they're not going to have their thing in person. It's going to be virtual. Julie announced that they're not doing Marketer's Heart again next year. They might do something virtual, but what they are doing is a small retreat for Funnel
Right.
Gorgeous instead. So it's like having that conversation. And so if people are seeing these things happen in the marketplace, how do we first obviously say that, well, if this is what you're thinking, I'm the person that can help you. But how do we get them to even think that it's possible or that they should consider it for their own business as well? So that's what I'm thinking. So I just want
Mm-hmm.
to talk, make sure that we're on the same page with that's what we want them to consider. Then we can brainstorm things to capture their attention, to make them consider that.
Okay.
Does that make sense or not feel in alignment?
It feels in alignment. So this week I have been serving as a mentor for women in engineering and proactive network. So WePan has been using me as a mentor for their event, and it was turning professionals into entrepreneurs. And a lot of them were saying that they don't want to go to large events like the ones you were just mentioning, that they want to do small 5, 8 person events because they feel like those type of events they get the hand holding. And so I was trying to get as much information from these women as possible every time we went into a breakout room. And so what I gathered from them is, if they were offered an event to ramp up their business, like this online virtual event was doing, they would want only like 5 to 8 people so that they can get more face time with the instructor, um, quote unquote office hours. And then they would also get more time to network with like-minded people. So I don't know if
So
that's
that's
the problem
that
I'm
that
trying to solve or what.
well, it is. That's the problem you're trying to solve. You're trying to walk them through the process so they know what they want to do. They see other gurus or other bigger people doing it. So they're like, I feel like I should make this shift too, but they don't really know how to do it. But then
Hmm.
also we're getting more in detail with like, as things are changing in the world, it's like intimate is the new black as opposed to 300 person, whatever. For one, it's too hard.
Hmm.
It's overwhelming. Selling tickets suck. And
Hmm.
then if we get people to opt in by paying to come to a live event, which is usually at a higher price point, especially if it's intimate, mastermind feel, 7, 8 people, less than 20 people, that's a higher price point. And then obviously those people are primed to purchase something higher, or to enroll in the mastermind for the next year, or, just kind
Right.
of this
Or do a
cycle.
one-on-one type of thing.
Right. Right. So I think we're trying to capture the attention of that coach that has something going really well that
Hmm.
they're trying to shift it, or they're trying to add on to. So it could look like, 20 ways that you can turn your current program into something experience, almost that emotional, but not more like, in real life, touch point, high touch experience that delivers. I don't know, and so we wouldn't really be, because you can do both. So not only could you talk to them or walk them through how to do the, like, pull off the amazing event, or they would hire you to pull it off. I'm talking about like logistics, like meal planning and placement of, how to make people feel amazing, but also how do we take your curriculum and teach it in this weekend or whatever. So that's like double whammy. So you can come at them from either way,
Hmm.
like experience positioning, like how to make this experience, because they're probably like, oh, this is exhausting. I don't even know where to start. Or you can talk about like how to take your curriculum and turn it into a 2 to 3 day, a 2 to 4 day impactful transformation.
Okay.
I don't know. What does that sound? How does that sound?
I mean, it sounds great, and it's in my head. It's just like, all right, how do I don't know, like what can I offer them right now, like social media wise
Hold
or
on, hold on.
mailing wise that can get them on the phone with me after they read that. Like,
Right. So I would think of, let's look at your strategy session, and is there a piece of the framework that we can pull out? Like, what's that first piece? Can we dissect that and turn that into something desirable that they would normally pay for, just to understand that, like, that first win or first
mhm,
milestone, and then we can turn that into the fee.
okay.
But I need to know what the framework looks like. I know you sent me a doc with like what like, but I was confused of whether we were teaching them how to do a strategy session, or if you were telling me how you manage your strategy session.
No, no, that what I sent you was like, hey, this is, another way to do a VIP call. Um, like,
Right.
so that was for them, VIP calls you could take it from virtual to in person and wow them. So that's what I was sending you, but I know I didn't send you what I do for mine. So
Yeah, so I'm just thinking like
I'll
your
send that.
process of like maybe the questions, and I think we talked about this a little bit, like how you're like, okay, what are you thinking? What are the experience you're trying to create? But a lot of the planning that we talked about was more like, oh, how many people do we want? It was more like logistics driven. So I think in this case we should really, like, it could be logistics, but I think it'll be more impactful if we think about experience to drive them to buying more or the next offer, right?
Okay. Yeah.
because remember we had that check sheet. You made the check
Mm-hmm.
sheet that was like, oh, do you want a beach vibe? Do you want a city vibe? It was more like that. Oh
Right.
shit. I lost something on it. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second.
Sharika, so you don't think that that would grab people? Like if you created like the checklist itself, I mean, in terms of the event planning?
I created this checklist and I just went down this really long tunnel
Mm-hmm.
and it to another event planner, they were like, oh, this is great. For the average Joe, they were like, this is overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would be beneficial to have the checklist. But again,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what do I say to them to say here's this checklist to help you take your
So you could just, you could open it with like a dialogue, are you tired of, bumping your head against a brick wall, having the same cookie cutter, event, da 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 da. Because some people want a specific experience. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like all I knew from my mother-in-law's party, she just wanted gold and white. Everything else was up to me. Um, and so I know somebody on the 30th that had a party and she was asking for my help. She had no idea. All she knew was that she had
Mhm.
$5,000. And and that's how much she had because they were going on a trip also. So for some people a checklist is beneficial, but you just have
Right.
to speak directly to their need.
Right.
Like if you want to make your someone special's day bright, don't know where to start. I mean, whatever that interest catcher is to throw out there to catch that audience. And you could do different ones and just put them out there on different days.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I'm no millionaire by far.
No.
I don't even get paid to do it. Okay, I just do it for my family and friends.
Wait,
But
what? No.
yeah, no, like that. It was from last July, the party that I did. And everybody was like, "You did all that by yourself?" Yeah. Oh, tomorrow's back. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So I was saying, correct me if I'm wrong, but I totally understand what Keisha's saying, but is that what we're trying to do? Because I thought we were trying to attract not people that necessarily with this specific offer, people that want to just plan any event, as opposed to the coach that is
I'm going for the
specifically
coach.
trying,
Mhm.
yeah, that's specifically trying to turn something that they already have that's successful into a mastermind or a live event experience that's going to enhance their current program.
Correct.
Okay.
So that
So,
they can either have a program that they're doing well with and everyone's going through it, but the additional piece is to have an in-person piece of that event, of that experience, or it just flopped. No one's really going past module 2. How about we take it, revamp it, and turn it into an in-person event?
right.
Those are the
So I think the conversation we need to have with them, or the thing we need to do to attract them, is to share with them what's the difference between having a live event attached to your program or as a part of your program container and not having one. Times have changed. People need more. The world is open. People are craving interaction. They want to know who you are for real. And I know you and I talked about that. Like they meet, we talk about people not,
Mhm.
having the coach and they talking to them virtually and then finally they meet them in person and they don't even speak to them or they're
Right.
different than what they thought they were. So it's like, kind of like disrupting and talking about those things that people are already thinking or have experienced and putting it out there. So, but we're talking to the coaches specifically. So it would be like, here's why your program, let's talk about, or 20 ways that an event could, I don't want to use these phrases, but like 3x your program revenue or deliverables or something like that. Or retention rate, you know, so like those
Mhm.
words that most people are like thinking about: churn, retention, I want to scale it, you know, all those things. And then the answer is adding live event experiences to your program. So it's like, what do they really want to do? And then we're going to give them a couple different ways. And we're really just explaining what the live event will do or how it could work when they download it or when they watch the video. It could literally, you could really do a video. It could be like 3 slides saying, hey, let me show you. Here's a case study. This is what happened. This is what my client did, someone I worked with. It wasn't working. People were missing calls. People weren't upselling or buying the opt-ins, or they came for the first. As soon as their contract ended, they never came back. They weren't getting results. They were uninspired. And this is what I helped them implement. And this is what happened after. So it could be a case study situation. So not necessarily, and I think that would be more powerful than like a download or whatever. But the promise up front, the promise of value up front would have to be very clear.
Okay.
Does that feel in alignment?
That does, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it gives you an opportunity to kind of like give them a taste of what a strategy session with you looks like. So they're like, okay, I don't have any idea how I would do this without her.
Right. That's kind of what I'm trying to.
Right. So, I mean, we got to
feel.
get, we're getting there. I'm just like, the more we talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll get clearer. Because to me, it feels really clear. And I'm just trying to get it out of my head so that it
Yeah.
makes sense. Because I'm also the coach that you're trying to attract.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just thinking, what would make me anything about retention, growth, scaling. I don't even know if I'm really attracted to the idea of the revenue piece, like without saying that without being tacky,
Right.
but more of like order, impact. I had this conversation with Lachelle today about impact, because she does something kind of similar. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, it would be really good for you two to have a conversation, because her thing is curriculum and the client experience in the program. So that impact and how to do that. But her thing is, rewriting like your curriculum and like your actual program, rebuilding your framework so that they're meeting those goals. Whereas yours is building in a live event into the framework,
Right.
So, but it's still talking to the same exact people about impact, about longevity, about retention, about transformation, and making sure that there's results. So,
Okay.
all right. It feels heavy.
Mhm.
I feel like it feels heavy, but this is the work. It sucks because you could spend a whole lot of time cranking out lead magnets and a video in different formats, and we're still talking to the wrong people, and we don't have time for
Exactly.
that. You know what I mean? So I'd rather take the time now up front, especially while you're building other things. And we already know that you're stable, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is the time to do it,
Okay.
and you're in the midst of all these other events and these women and people that you can talk to and ask questions. I think it's perfect, but I don't want you spending a whole lot of time doing the market research and it deter you from actually building the thing.
Agreed. Okay.
Okay.
I think I have a roadmap.
Okay, cool. We got this. It gets weird. It gets tough. It's exhausting, but we're just going to keep talking until we can figure it out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I got you. All right,
Thank you.
friends. Who's next? Hi, everybody. A couple other people joined. I'm off camera now because I'm zipping through Chicago airport with headphones and a cell phone and my kid. But I am present and I'm here and you have my attention.
We here.
We here. What we working on?
I can go last because I've already spoken with you to get most of mine done.
Okay, Keisha. We done got it done. You're gonna have to share what we got done too, if you want to. Because you got some exciting stuff popping off.
That's
All
fine.
right,
I
who's
just want to
next?
give people a chance that, need it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Who's next? Let's see who we got here.
This is Rashida. It's
Hey,
Rashida,
Rashida.
who's been missing in action for a couple.
Listen, it's okay. Yeah, we don't ever have to apologize to us. We understand what life is about. That's what sets us apart. We're different, you know?
Yes.
But we always got each other, whether we see you or not. What's up?
So right now I'm just working on kind of getting my group really started for Ovaries and Holy Water. I think what I did was I created a page, and I really didn't want to create a page. I wanted to create a group. So I had to fall back and rethink about how that's going to look and what that's going to look like. So I finally created it. And so now at least I have a place to kind of double back and go live on, and just kind of get that community started.
Okay, when did you open the group? Congratulations. It's exciting.
Thanks. I opened it last week.
Okay, we got any people in there?
There's 3 people.
I don't know if I got an invite. I'm feeling like
Yeah,
I
so
may not have.
you didn't get an invite because I'm still working on it. It doesn't look the same to invite people. Like I have to copy the link in order to share it.
Really?
Yeah. So I can't just like click your name and send you an invite. It's very weird. So I'm working through what that looks like. Maybe because I'm doing it on my phone exclusively right
Yeah,
now.
that's it. Yeah, maybe
No,
that.
you should be
I
able
don't
to,
know.
Rashida, because when I did it, we could do that later on this evening if you want.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm on my phone, it's like I'm trying to add people, but then it's not finding anyone. It's finding other groups, not
Yeah.
people. So
Okay.
Interesting.
You may need to hook it to your page.
I think so.
But Tamara, another thought is Rashida and I kind of volunteered Rashida that we should co-host a live.
Yeah, she did
Say that.
volunteer.
Did you just say voluntold?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
What did I voluntold?
I kind of volunteered Rashida that we should do co-host a live.
Oh, definitely you should,
A
because
live
your brands are in
conversation.
alignment. Your brands are in alignment. However, in addition to, rather not however, Rashida, send me the link and then let me get in the group, and then I can take a look around and see what's happening, because we also want to customize the group link. I want to make sure the group is branded appropriately. The description is on point with what we are saying, according to the strategic plan that we're
Yeah.
working on.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that's in alignment. And then this has now become now that you have a group, that's like a part of your lead generation strategy. So whenever you're live, you're talking, it's like, meet me here, and then drop the group link. If this is, you want to have more of these conversations, this is exactly what we do over at here,
Yes.
So more of that. So that way it's just an easy transition. It's the same, Keisha, it's the same strategy that you're using to grow your group, other than just inviting people that are already engaging. But the other thing you can do is, if you have a live stream and people are attracted to it and commenting or doing whatever you tell them to do in the live stream, you can go back to any live streams you've done in the past, or currently you could do this. Go and people comment, reply to them and say, hey, I'm so glad thanks for joining me live. If you're looking for more, or whatever phrase similar to that, that's in alignment with the way you speak. Meet us over here, and if you have anything that you do consistently, like a Wednesday live stream or anything like that, you can say, every Wednesday I go live and I talk about, or whatever, we have our Wednesday happy hour. I don't know. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Yep.
Okay.
I will share the link.
All right. So we have a group. Actually, share it in either Heartbeat or Voxer to everyone. So if anybody else is interested, they can grab it too. Okay. So what else we got?
So that's all I've got for now. I am very excited that on the other flip side, for my multicultural teachers of the deaf, I have been, it's growing again. And I have been really using the behind the scenes pieces of Facebook to automate posts and such. So that has been really nice and people are engaging.
That's awesome. I was just about to ask that because now you are the proud owner of 2 Facebook group babies.
Yeah.
So it's like we want to make sure that you did not buy more work or opt in for more work. And it's just, I just want to make sure, and this is for all of us, I want to make sure that when we add things on, new strategies and try and test things, that it's actually going to yield a return instead of just exhausting us even more. So I love that you're using the platform the way it should be by scheduling, because that was the next thing I was going to ask.
So that's everything for me for right now.
Awesome. Cool beans. We got this. Rashida, also, I'm going to be on your strategic plan tomorrow, because I
Okay.
was on there today and there's a couple ideas I had and things I wanted to write, and time got away from me. So I'll be back on there tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. You got it. Chat. Hold on 1 second. Okay, who's do I have to start naming folks? Let's see. Who else we got? Wait a minute. Nicole, I know it's the middle of the night for you. Are you okay? I feel like we should starting with you.
No, I'm okay. I'm here. I'm good.
I feel like now, like, since you're joining at 2 a.m., I think it is. Is it 2 a.m.? Because it was 2 a.m. when we was on Young Local Prep School, Ari told me.
It's 3 now. It's 3:27.
3. Okay. How you feeling? Experience-wise, everything there? Are you feeling like you're catching up or getting things are balancing out? Obviously, you're not sleeping the same.
Oh, I'm loving it. We're getting ready for fall break next week. So it's a short week once we start on Sunday. And I'm excited. Because we started late. When we got here, I was probably like a whole month late. So again, the quarter is getting ready to end for the kids. So it's gonna be their fall break, and they don't do Thanksgiving here. So this is like our Thanksgiving fall break.
Okay. All right, cool. So updates for you. I will also be on your strategic plan tomorrow. And I needed to get some clarification from you on the logo. I don't know if you came back and said something to me, but I want to make sure, because I'd like to wrap up the logo piece as soon as possible so we can get the brand board done, and then we can start moving forward with updating the pages and just making sure everything's really cohesive according to the strategic plan, like bios,
Yep,
all that.
I replied back. So it's there when you get the chance. Hopefully, I explained it well. I tried to record it on Boxer. If not, just shoot me like a calendar link so I can sign up to just meet with you. But I
Okay.
replied to the questions.
Okay. All right,
Thank
cool.
you.
No problem. Okay, April. Hey, Tashanta. Hello, Reese.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Oh, gosh,
Hello.
that don't sound convincing. I'm like, are you sure? Hey, April. Give me an update. How's things going?
Right now I'm actually looking for products and
Okay.
emailing companies for their catalog or price list. I have some price lists.
Awesome. Have you
Right now I'm on the
Go.
company that you said that you liked. I'm trying to put together a page of all the things that I like, because one company I was able to do like a wish list, and I can see all the products like on one page. So that's what I'm trying to do with another company, but this company doesn't have a wish list, so I'm gonna like have to have a snippet and put it on a Google Doc so I can compare the products from the two different companies. What the products look like and what their prices are. So that's what I'm
Oh.
doing right now.
I love that. So does this mean that you all have narrowed down what the collection, the first initial collection will be?
Not exactly, but I do know I want lip gloss. Like I found this one company that has gel nails, and Janiyah loves the pressed nails. That was never an initial thought, but I just thought about it just because this one company have gel nails, and I think that's something kids or teens would like.
Gel nails or are they press on nails?
Press on nails.
Oh, like, okay, press on nails. Got it. Okay. So when we think about collection, we want to make sure that like whatever you start with, first, we don't want the collection to be huge because we don't want obviously to spend a ton of money up front. We already know it's going to be an investment, but we want to make sure we're spending it smart. And you really want to think about like, if I was to give a gift to my niece for the holiday, what would a cute collection, like what would she be able to open and engage in this weekend or during the
That's
holiday
what I was
experience?
thinking, like lip gloss and maybe with the gel nail. But if I did it, then pressed nails, I only see one company with that. So I don't want to go with this one company just because of the nails.
Well, you
So
could if that's something they specialize in, because then they would just be your vendor for the nails. I mean, I would advise you, of course, to go back and find maybe another one or two that so you always have a backup. But you could that could be the vendor just for that one product.
Okay.
It's possible because nails is a whole different experience than plant-based eyeshadow and lip gloss typically, normally.
Yes.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
I didn't even think about the pressed nails until I saw it on this company website.
Right.
Under
So in
their
addition,
products.
so when we think about collection, I also think if you start with lip gloss, you would do maybe a couple of different colors so that there would be more than one lip gloss they could purchase, or a lip gloss and maybe a cute little eyeshadow palette. So those two could be given as a gift.
Yes,
You know?
that's what I'm looking at right now, lip gloss and eyeshadow. Well, I'm not into makeup. I didn't know there was a liquid eyeshadow, but I see like this
Yeah.
glitter liquid eyeshadow and the regular press eyeshadow. So that's what I'm trying to price out the eyeshadow and lip gloss.
You know what I think you would benefit from? I think we need to do like some kind of market research poll, you know, or everyone here on this call, I know we all have kids of different ages, or you engage with other kids, mentored kids, or have nieces or whatever, or nephews. I'm not judging. Can you all ring in on like if April, what's our age range?
I would say from 10 or 9 to maybe 15, 16.
Oh,
Because I think
okay,
as you get like to 15, 16, you probably already in
yeah,
full
really like
blown
probably like
makeup.
13
Yeah.
or 14. Yeah. So everyone that's on the call, based on your experience, if you had a young lady or a young mogul in your ecosystem that was obsessed with makeup or cosmetics, what would you think would be a perfect gift item for them? Or what would you go and buy? I'm thinking like, would you think liquid eyeshadow? Would you think sparkly eyeshadow? Would you think, oh, this is cool? It's a lip gloss kit with different cool, fun colors. Because we're thinking safe, clean, and age appropriate makeup, cosmetic experiences. Anybody? I'm just wondering what you all think about it. So we can try to help April.
Oh, obsessed since 9.
Repeat that again.
You are a mother of a girly girl that was obsessed and is obsessed with cosmetics. So the question on the floor is, for this girl in mind, what would you purchase for them?
Lip gloss, clear lip gloss, and nail polish, or the press on nails.
I agree.
I agree. And Zaria's here. She said colorful lip gloss, sparkly lip gloss.
I don't have little girls, but I mean, when I was looking for Jania's birthday gift, that's what I was going for. So lip gloss, and then I saw some press on nails, but they were kind of pointy, and I thought she would beat up the boys.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. I love that. So now let's talk about color. I heard clear a lot. Are we thinking clear with like sparklies, or just as long as it's clear, it could have a little light color? Or are we thinking bold colors and drama?
So Zaria had a like a Barbie kit my sister brought her with color yeah, it was eyeshadows and lip, and we used to let her play with it in the house. But that was, you know, an experience for her. She enjoyed it, making up her own face. But you know, going out, you could put a little tint and sparkle in it, especially for the tweens. Like a, you know, just a little hue, but not much. It could still be sheer.
Thank you for that. April, is that along the lines of where you were going? Tell us what
Yes,
you and
actually,
Janai were
because
thinking.
yes, because all the lip gloss I selected was a with a glitter sheer, or with a light tint, nothing too bold. I even found some lip gloss that has they call like a fruit lip gloss, like it looked like it has fruit on the inside, and that was just all clear. I thought that was kind of cute and playful.
I love it. Okay, cool. April, is there any questions that you would ask these amazing people on this call, who are basically your target audience, about the process, since you're in the process of getting samples, just in case there's anything that we didn't consider?
Um, Not exactly. At first, I think I need to figure out just how much all this costs. Um, Trying to figure out, um, should I just go with a company that I purchased from? Because I found this one company, that you have to like do you pay like for like a yearly fee to purchase their products, which I was apprehensive of trying to get any samples, like to order samples. You need to um do like a 14-day trial or pay for their membership.
Well, then do the 14-day trial and just get the samples, because we
Yeah,
don't want to pay. I wouldn't pay for anything because the samples could suck.
exactly. But you have to put your credit card in. And when I message them asking, am I going to get this within my 14 days? Like, how are you shipping this to me? Because they're in China.
As long as you can place the order and you pay for it, whether you pay, if it's beyond the 14 days, it's still on the way. That's what I'm thinking. But I would have that conversation with them. But I think you should be okay if you order the samples, because you still have to purchase the sample, right?
Um, well,
Most places
I
make
don't
you
think
purchase a sample.
I didn't see all that, but to see all that, you have to even to see their samples or to get a price for anything, you have to do their membership. So I was kind of like staying away from that company and just looking at companies where you don't have to pay for a membership. But that's also the one company that does drop shipping, and they'll put your logo on the products.
Yeah,
But
I
most
like that company. I think you should go try the 14-day membership. Also, but before first, I would drop the company name and do some Googling and look at reviews. Put in the company name, reviews, and see what people are saying. And if the reviews are positive, like mostly positive, no one's gonna have perfect 10 reviews, no company, honestly. Um, then I would go ahead and do the 14-day trial
okay.
and then order the samples. And that way you would get all the information. I don't want you to pass on something because we're afraid of being charged when if it's just trial, you should be able to cancel it, you know?
Yes, yeah, 14 days. Otherwise
But I
it's
would do your due diligence first. Does that make sense?
okay. Yes. Because otherwise it's
Yeah.
$312 for a
For the
year.
month? Oh,
No,
for
no,
the
for the
year.
year, but they charge you for the year up front.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
So like I wouldn't mind pay for 1 month or 2 months, but no, they charge you for the year up front.
Right. Yeah, don't love that. Yeah, so if there's a way we can get around that, I would do that. And since you already reached out, let's see what they respond.
Okay.
You know,
Thank
because
you,
someone wants to buy a
everyone.
membership and they should understand that too. But in regards to costs, that's why I really want to get clear on this collection because I don't, even samples are going to cost you. So I don't want you ordering a ton of different things. Of course, she wants to try them, but I really want you to get tight on like, this is the experience we want this 12-year-old to have. And we have to have a shiny lip gloss. We have to have one natural sparkly palette that's age appropriate, whether they use it in the house like Zaria or not, because their mom's a little leery. But even if it's like the family holiday party or we're going to recital, it's really cool for moms to have, oh, I just thought of something. It'd be really cool for moms to have a safe, kid friendly, sensitive skin friendly, you know, all the, you know, buzzwords, eco friendly, blah, 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 to use for these girls that are in gymnastics, that are in dance, that are putting on makeup every weekend or whatever at a recital, anyways. You know what I mean? But they might use it also at their family function or for family pictures or something, you know? So what does that look like? Again, is it light and bright and yellows and hot pinks? Or are we talking about pastels with a little sparkle and just classy and natural, you know? So I just want y'all to really get clear about that so that when you're ordering samples of things that you would actually consider putting in the line, I want you to have a vision for the line first, and then go ahead and order the samples that are in alignment with that vision. And then when the samples come, we're just testing and, you know, trying out which things are going to make the cut. And you'll be surprised with some samples because some lip glosses and some cosmetics get delivered and they're crappy. The packaging is crappy, the way it shows up is crappy, or it smells. I've had so many stinky lip glosses, you wouldn't even believe it. So because they, you know, they put crap in them or whatever. So those are the kind of things that I want you to look for.
Okay.
Deshanta said, or too sticky.
I'll put together something.
All right, cool. Clear with sparkles. I love it. I love that we're all in alignment and everybody loves the nail idea. As long as they're not pointy and can hurt people. They have to be functional. Remember, functional. It's like age appropriate. What are girls doing? Or what would
Oh
they
yeah,
be doing
I
with
don't allow
nails on?
Janai to buy those pointy nails.
Yeah, I love it.
The old-fashioned round nails.
Right. All right. Awesome. So who else we got? We got Tashanta, you good?
I'm good.
Reese's here. Are you good, Reese? Tashanta, you need to talk through anything?
I think so. Wait,
What we got?
am I unmuted?
Yes,
Oh, yes, I
can
am.
hear.
Sorry. I'm good.
I can hear you. You're good? Do you want to talk through anything or no?
I don't think so. I'm not even in a good, I'm picking up ISIS from practice. It's about to be really loud.
Okay. All right,
yeah.
cool. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Thank you.
All right. I am trying to. All right. So is everybody else good? Are we ending early, friends? Is that what's happening here? Sounds like it. All right. Well, y'all hit me up on Voxer. Thank you all for again dealing with my
Tomorrow,
airport shenanigans. Keisha, what's
one
up?
more question. Did you look at my strategic? I can't remember the name of it yet.
Strategic plan or
Yes, yeah.
no? I haven't been back to the strategic plan since we started working
Okay.
on your workshops. You added something else to the strategic plan?
No, I didn't know if you ever looked at it the first time.
Oh, I did look at it. I did look at it the first time. I didn't know if you added something since the last conversation, but yes, I do, and I actually have notes.
Okay.
So I will come back there. I
Okay.
just paused that in my brain because we needed to get you ready for
Right, tomorrow.
your meeting, but I was about to say tomorrow, which is tomorrow. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good about it. I have a lot going on this week, but yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
There's a lot going on every week, you
It
know.
is. I swear it is.
There always is, but that's why we're just adapting to it and we're just getting used to it, you know.
Mhm.
But it's okay.
Yes,
You got this.
I do. It's gonna happen.
All right. Well, I am, I'll be around tomorrow and I won't be in an airport. So if you need to talk through things before the call or before the actual moment, just hit me up.
Okay.
All
Safe
right.
travels.
Thank you. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you all soon.
All right.
Have
Good
a good
night.
night.
Right.
Good night.